Ready, guys, for another tiger story? I have Suri's story today. Suri is an eagle. He's a green belt, just like some of you are green belts. And of course, I also have the Suri Stuffy. Here he is. Suri's very soft, nice, forgiving hugs. Suri's gonna sit in my lap while we read his story. Suri soars sky high. Suri was practicing his form while Master Jiangsu watched. He remembered every move, but just like each time he had done it before, Suri was moving way too fast. Master Jiangsu said, "I know that you know the moves, Suri, but you should take your time and enjoy doing them." "Yes, Master Jiangsu," replied Suri, even though he really didn't know what he meant by that. He was very proud of himself for being able to do his form faster than everyone else. Suri wasn't the biggest one in Tiger class. That's Mir. He wasn't the strongest. That's Rayon. And he wasn't the funniest. That's Bayo. Bayo's the funniest. He didn't have the best technique either. That was Cheery. She was awesome. She had the best jump front kick ever. She jumped so high, it looked like she could hang up in the air and kick forever. The only thing Suri thought he did better than anyone else was that he always finished first. Sure, it meant rushing a little, and maybe it was a little sloppy, but he finished first. After class, Suri walked over to his gear bag and, as always, saw Cheery practicing her jump front kick. He said, "That is so cool. I wish I could do it like that." Cheery smiled and said, "Why don't you come out here and practice with me?" Suri hopped back onto the mat and said, "Sure, I can do that kick really fast." Suri jumped in the air, though he didn't go that high. He threw out his leg and then landed so fast, it was hard to see any real kick. Cheery said, "That was kind of fast. If you slow down, you'll get more power, and then it would be a really good kick." "But I can't do it like you," Suri said. "I have these short little legs, and balancing is hard. But if I go fast," he did the kick again, "I can do the whole thing." Cheery looked at him and said, "But if you're not at least trying to do every part of the kick the best that you can, then you're not really doing the kick at all." Then Cheery did the jump kick again, and it looked just as awesome. "Is that what makes it look so good?" asked Suri. "Sure is," said Cheery. "You can have all the ingredients for a cake, but if you rush through baking it, it won't be a cake. It would be a mess." Suri laughed. "The only thing I like better than kicking is cake. Can you show me how to practice?" They practiced together, first jumping, then the parts of the kick, chamber, extension, re-chamber, and the landing. They worked on focus, hitting the target, and follow through. Suri thought there were so many things he was missing when he just tried to do it fast. "Now let's put it all together and see what happens," Cheery said. Suri agreed and took a deep breath and tried to do the jump front kick. He took his time and tried to put it all together. "That was great," Cheery said. She was right. It did feel stronger, Suri thought. But he replied with disappointment, "It's still not like yours." Cheery smiled and said, "It never will be. We're different. You can do things I can't." "Really?" said Suri. "Like what?" "Well, the next time you jump, how many kicks do you think you can do if you flap your wings?" "Wow, I never thought of that," yelled Suri. "We have to try that." And Suri and Cheery practiced and laughed like good friends do. The end.